பீத்தார் இடவழக்கை மடக்கி தலையணையாய் கொண்டே இடக்கை நீட்டியே தர்பையில் படுத்தார் கருமுகில் அழகு கரிய திருமேனியை கருந்தன்மாகடர் கரையில் கிடத்தி கார்முகம் வீட்டு அரங்கனார் தெய்வமும் கற்பு கரசியை இதயத்தில் கொண்டார். காத்பபாத அவனிம் கிருஷ்டஹா பக்தைஹி அனுச்சரைஹி சக. Vibhishana, he had come for the service of Dharma, service of Rama. We have seen last week how Vibhishana's surrender is a holistic surrender with all angas, with his beautiful trust, beautiful clarity, and his devotion, with his submissiveness, how Vibhishana had come. Vibhishana, like people, are not single. When he came, as a representation, he brought 4 Rakshasas along with him, and ultimately he is going to bring all the Rakshasas under the guidance of Rama. So that is why he has come to Rama. When Rama has given him the Abhayam, he is falling right from the sky. Straight from the sky, he is falling at his feet. Padayoho charananveshi. He had come for this, for the shadow of this person, for the shadow of these feet. So he had fallen at the right place, had come to Rama's place, and Rama is looking at him, chakshushehi pibanniva, as if like he is drinking him with his eyes, as if like Rama and Bharata is meeting. Here Vibhishana is meeting with Rama, and after pacifying with him with some soft words, Rama is further asking about Ravana's strength and weaknesses, the weakness and strength of Lanka. It's a way of clarity for others also, how Arjava Sampanna is Vibhishana, and Vibhishana is explaining how Ravana has won over celestials, Devatas, Rakshasas and everyone, and how Kumbhakarna, the mighty one, is even a Yudhi Pratibalaha, Shakrasya Pratibalaha Yudhi. He is a competitor of even Indra Devata himself. And there is this Prahasta, the commander-in-chief. He is a very, very powerful person. He had even gone to Kailasa and won over that Manibhadra. And there is this Indrajit. These 4 are main pillars of Ravana's place. And Indrajit is both invincible and invisible. Because of his boons, after some rituals in Nikumbala, he can become invisible. And then he becomes unconquerable. And Ravana has some tens and hundreds and thousands of crores of Rakshasas dwelling right now in Lanka. This is his strength. When Vibhishana was suggesting all those things, Rama just observes everything, and then after a few seconds of vimarshana, after a few seconds of analysis, he says, it could be done. What could be done? Ravana would be done. We will finish him off, definitely. Without killing Ravana with his ministers, with his commanders, with commander-in-chief, with his kith and kin, I will not enter Ayodhya. I swear upon my 3 brothers. Saugandh lete hai Ramji here. He is just giving a oath that I will not return back to my kingdom without getting you a kingdom, Vibhishana. I will crown you for sure. As a representation, as a pratika, now itself he asked Lakshmana to go bring the waters of the ocean and anoints Vibhishana then and there. By this he is sending a message to Ravana himself. Rama knows, last week Anna said, right? Rama knows there are spies in Rama's army. Already in Sugriva's army there are spies. So he is adding some spice to their work. SPICE, spice to their work. He is making them to go back and inform Ravana that his kingdom has been given to Vibhishana. So the waters of oceans have been brought, and he was anointed there and there. Then and there, Vibhishana was anointed by Lakshmana. Seeing this, the Vanaras are exclaiming, wow, what a confidence, what a strategy, and what a great compassionate heart. After taking that huge kingdom, Rama doesn't want to have it for himself. Even before getting it, he has given it to Vibhishana. The same thing he had done for Sugriva also. That shows Rama's grandeur, Rama's selflessness, Rama's one-pointedness, Rama's clarity, and Rama's courage, and Rama's strategies too. So they were all exclaiming, sadhu, sadhu, well done, well done. And after that, casually, Sugriva and Hanuman are talking with Vibhishana. They are thinking how we can cross the ocean. At that time, Vibhishana suggests, Padayoho Charananveshi. He came like that, right? Padayoho Charananveshi. So he says, Samudram Raghavo Raja Sharanam Gantumargati. Probably Rama can also go in a way of pacification. We can start with Samam. The method of Samadhana. Why not Rama try to, do a penance and bring Varuna, that Samudra Raja, and get a tarika, get a method, a process by which we can cross the ocean. And Sugriva duly comes. Sugriva takes it to his heart. Sugriva respects Vibhishana's thoughts, and he comes and informs Rama that Vibhishana has given such a suggestion. What do you think? When Sugriva is asking this, Rama is asking back, what do you think? Sugriva, you are brilliant, you are intelligent, and Lakshman, you are good at planning. Both of you always help me in decision making. So what do you all think? What shall we do? And then they say, probably he is finding the pulse of the Sena, because he has to move as a whole. So he is finding the pulse of the people working around him. So there is nothing harm in going in a soft way initially. So Rama is also feeling it is a deal, because he is a person of virtue, a righteousness. He doesn't like to go for himsa as soon as we start a work. So just like Vibhishana, apyupais tribhistata yortha praptum na shakyate tasya vikrama kalansan. When you can't do by 3 ways, then we can go to the 4th way. So Rama does not want to take the danda right away. So he says, yeah, we can probably try the Samadhana way. I can do penance towards Varuna Raja. I can try to talk to him through my penance. When they were discussing like that, there was a halchal. Like how for the first 10 minutes after 6 o'clock, we will be moving here and there and talking and getting things and getting talams, books. Halchal is going on, right? Like that, some halchal is going on in Vanara's army at the time outside. And they understood there was a person who came as a messenger. He says he came as a messenger, Shuka, because when Rama anointed Vibhishana as a king, there was one of the spies of Ravana called Shardula who went to Ravana and told about it. And Ravana wants further information, so he's sending a person called Shuka. He's a spy. He comes in the form of a bird and stands at the Akasha, and he was looking for Sugriva to talk. He says Ravana sends a message to Shuka. So Sugriva comes out and he wants to talk. What is the news? What's the message? And then the Shuka is telling, Ravana has sent you this following message. O Sugriva, you are born of Vriksha Rajas. You are a mighty person. You have your own kingdom. I have my own kingdom. We have our own ways of living. Why do you have to come all the way for this Rama and contradict me? Know for sure that Vanaras cannot conquer us. Even the Yaksha, Gandharva, Deva, Pannaga, Kinnaras, none can conquer the Lanka. Then what about you guys? So this is a war which will be definitely lost. So why do you want to do this? So go back. There is nothing common between us. There is nothing I have to give you, nothing you have to give me, but still I consider you like my brother. So why not you go back? This is what Ravana said. He asked me to convey to you, king. Who is saying this? Shuka. Shuka is saying this to Sugriva. When he was saying that, but that time they all felt, even before telling it, upon seeing his entry, they all brought him down and started beating him, thinking he is a spy. But he was loudly shouting, I'm a messenger, I'm just sending the message of the Lord. Just because a bad news comes through a postman, we should not go and hit a postman, right? So the messenger can't be hit. Leave me alone. And at that time he is saying, Kakutsa, leave me alone. He's looking for Sugriva, but he is not asking Sugriva, leave me alone. Everybody knows who is the decision maker here and who is the most compassionate, who is the inclusive person, who is the Lord of all. So everyone knows. So he says, Rama, please help me out. And then Rama says, just leave him alone. At that time, even Rama has given him a longer rope, telling leave him alone, but he is telling words of harming Rama. That's how dushtas will be. They are like the dogs that bite the owner that feeds, the hand that feeds. So after Rama telling leave him alone, he is trying to sow discord between Rama and Sugriva by telling the words of Ravana. And then at the time when he was talking itself, he is looking around all the army people, how everything is going on. And Angada is very sharp to notice it. And he says, I don't think he's a messenger. He's definitely a spy. Standing over there, his words are only from the lips. His lips are conveying the words, but his eyes are completely observing everything around. So he's definitely a spy. Pick him up, catch him. Immediately all the Vanaras with the nod of Sugriva rised up and then lift and grabbed him again. And they are all grabbing his wings, and some are poking his eyes, and some are pulling his legs, and he was like baffled what to do. He does not know what to do, how to escape. No way. So he was like, he was shouting, from the time I was born until now, whatever sin I have committed, all those sin, let it go to those who are beating me. Okay, beat again even for this. Adra, pod. They just keep on beating him. And then he is again shouting, Rama, protect me. And then Rama says, don't hurt him, tie him up, leave him. He says, leave him, don't hurt him. And so they didn't hurt after that. In a very hard manner. Whenever they have to practice, there is somebody. So, because spies can be hurt. But messengers should not be hurt. But spies can be hurt. With his intention only he is doing this. So he can be hurt. But he was tied now. And Rama further continues with the mission he is having in his hand. And he is ready to do a penance, looking for Samudra Raja to come and have a talk with him on how to cross the ocean. So when Rama was lying down in Darbashayana, he had spread the Darba grass. When he was lying on the Darbashayana, he is taking his right hand and spreading it on the ground. Bahum bhujagabo ghabam upadaya risudhanaha varakanchana keyura mukta pravarabhushanehi bhujaihi paramanarhinam abhimrishtam anekada chandana garubhischaiva purastat adivasitam balasurya pratikashaihi chandanaihi upashobhitam shayane chottamangena sitaya shobhitam pura takshakasyeva sambhogam ganga jala nishevitam samyuge yuga sankasham shatrunam shokavardhanam sugrudanandanam dirgham sagarantabhyapashrayam asyata cha punasavyam jagata vigatatvacham dakshinam bahum mahaparigasannibam gosahasra pradataram upadaya bhujam mahat adyame maranam vata dharanam sagarasya va adyame taranam vata maranam sagarasya va iti ramo matim kritva mahabahuhu mahodadim adishishye cha vidivat prayato niyato munihi bahum bhujagabo gabam. Rama extended his right arm just to keep his head on the right arm and then lie down on tapasya. And here Valmiki captures that right hand. That right hand captures Valmiki's heart. In order to capture our heart, Valmiki is capturing this scene for us. Bahum bhujagabo gabam. It is like the king cobra hissing and coming out of the ant hill. And that hand is like Mahapariga Sannibam. It's like Mahapariga, the instrument, the Ayuda. It's like the Pariga Ayuda. And these arms were once decorated with Varakanchana Keyura, Mukta Pravarabhushanehi. It was decked with the Keyura around the arms, and the golden Keyura had the pearl strings falling from it. Pearl strings hanging from it. Varakanchana Keyura, Mukta Pravarabhushitehi. Bujaihi Paramanarina. There were so many mothers, so many sisters, so many daughter-like women in Ayodhya for him, and he was always attended by many people. And Paramanarinam can be also interpreted as Kausalya, Sumitra, and Sita Devi. Sita Devi had again and again and again smeared his chest and the hands with the red sandals. That's what Ayodhya Kandam says. Anuliptam anekada, parardhyena chandanena anuliptam anekada. Again and again it was smeared with the Balachandra Prakashaisha, Balasurya Prakashaisha. It was like a rising sun. Which was like a rising sun? The sandals which were smeared upon his hands. So this hand was decked with ornaments, smeared with the sandalwoods, and what more? Shayane chottamangena Sitaya shobhitam pura. The ornaments are like decoration. The sandal is for fragrance, and both of them can be given by only one thing, which can give both of it. That is, Sita Devi's head was always kept on that arms of him. Later on, Sri Deshikan says, when Garuda comes later on, during the Nagapasha Vimochana, Garuda comes and Rama hugs Garuda, and again Garuda hugs Rama, and Garuda keeps his head on the shoulders of Rama, and Garuda Mukh, that grasps any fragrance, and that Garuda Mukh is on Rama's hands, and Garuda can smell the fragrance of Sita Devi's veni. Sita Devi's hair's fragrance is on Rama's hand after all those 10 months. So how many times it was decorated and it was fragrance, it was made perfumed with the fragrance of Sita Devi's Kesha. Shayane chottamangena Sitaya shobhitam pura. Only to the mothers and to the wife and to the sisters it will be for decoration, for fragrance. But for the Shatrus, how it will be for the Shatrus? Takshakasyeva sambhogam Ganga jalanishevitam. It is like the king Takshaka, the snake lord, entering into the waters of the ocean and playing inside it. It will be playing inside the war field against the Shatrus. The moment they see this hand, the bhaya, the terribleness comes, the terribleness springs from their stomach. Takshakasyeva sambhogam gangachala nishevitam samyuge yuga sankasham shatrunam shokavardhanam. It enhances the misery of the foes, and at the same time it enhances the happiness of the friends. Sugrudanandanam dirgham sagarantavyapashayam gosahasra pradataram mahaparigasannibam. And just this hand had donated thousands and thousands of wealth, thousands and thousands of cows. Cows refers the wealth. So for so many people, he had always been a Dhanashila. So it goes and ends with the Shantarasa. Here, humbly I want to include one thing. When Anna is taking the Dhvanidipika, in his Anna's Dhvanidipika, he calls Go as Chaitanya Kiranas, the rays of consciousness, the rays of wisdom. Gosagasra pradataram. How like the sun's rays emanate from the sun, the virtues emanate from the Raghava, is what Ayodhya Kandam says. Like that, here Yuddha Kandam says, he is like the sun emanating the Go Sahasra. Here, like the sun's rays, the conscious rays, the rays of wisdom emanates. He gives Go Sahasra Pradataram. Here, that for that that go, we can even probably think the rays of the consciousness, the rays of wisdom is abundantly donated by Raghava to everyone. So such a Rama with that beautiful arms as his Upadana lies against that Shagara. When he was doing that, he has in mind a determination. Adyame maranam va tataranam sagarasya va. One of the versions says, today is my day of death or the day of crossing the ocean. And there is another version which I really don't want to miss it here. Adyame taranam va maranam sagarasya va. Either I can cross or I can smash that Varuna. Vis-a-vis Varuna's ego if he doesn't come back, and he's doing that later. When Rama was lying down on the kusha grass for 3 days and doing penance, the Samudra was calm as if nothing is happening around him. And after the 3 days of sincere prayers, when it wasn't answered, by then Rama gets up from his seat. He comes to the Padmasana. And then he takes one of his leg and gets up, does the Achamaniya, and looks at the ocean. He comes and sits on a rock, put one of the leg on the top of the other, and then with clasped hands over the knees, he is quietly looking at the ocean for a few moments. No sound. Nothing is stirring. Everything seems to be as usual going. It is a calm before the storm. Rama was looking at it for a few moments, then he says, okay, Lakshmana, bring that upon. Bring my bow. Chapamanaya Saumitre. Everything goes very calmly. Saumitri is very worried about the calmness of Rama. People like him are like ocean of ocean. Ocean is before the Lord of the ocean. Even the ocean has the depth. What will be the depth of the Lords and Lord of the Lords? So here he says, Chapamanaya Saumitre. And Lakshmana is a person, when Rama draws a line, he will make the road. Such is Lakshmana's attentiveness to Rama's needs. Even before Rama draws a line, Lakshmana knows Rama needs a road here. He will start making the work for him. And such a Lakshmana today voluntarily, hesitantly bringing only the bow. Chapamanaya, because he said bring the bow. Bring the bow means only bow. What the use of just bringing the bow? Ravana later says, I am playing the bow as a musical instrument, and the bow's strings are like strings of the instrument, all those things. It is not such a kind of decoration for Rama. It's Atma Vibhushanam. So he says like bring the bow means why only bow? Sharane, where are the arrows? Oh, arrows? He's bringing very mamulsis, normal, soft arrows. Do you think I'm going to take the fruits? I'm going to take the fruit of my penance. Ashi Vishopamane, bring those arrows on which I can charge the astras. Why? Because Sagaram Shoshayishyami Padbyam Yantu Plavangamaha. I have my own limits of tolerance. For a people like him, Mridurhi Paribhuyate, Dikshamam Yidrishe Jane. Kshama is not accepted here. Tolerance will not be tolerated. Rama does not want to tolerate any more tolerance. So he says, for such a people, might and power will be the proper language. So bring them all. When he says it, and Lakshmana is hesitating, right? So he says, Saumitre, son of Sumitra. What did your mother tell? When you are leaving to the forest, just do what Rama says. Just feel what he wants to do and just flow by it. In a way, he is doing that because he knows, he knows Rama will not boil up the ocean. So that is why Lakshmana is also like this. It's not Rama is angry, Lakshmana only teaches Rama or tells Rama. He knows Rama's intent. So he is hesitating, but Rama wants to teach a lesson, so he just charges a few of the arrows and charges it against. Put it on the ocean. The ocean is churning now with the boiling waters. And there are the makaras, the crocodiles, the aquatic beings. And there are huge tides going up and down, but nothing happens. And then still he is not coming. That is when Rama is charging another huge Brahmastra-like missile. when he takes that Brahmastra missile, not like Brahmastra missile itself he is taking. When he is taking that Astra, there were darkness pervading all through the place. There is sun and star and moon, nothing is shining. There is a huge cyclone and the trees are there falling down and the ocean is churning. All the aquatic beasts are crying in the ocean. Everywhere there are, tumultuous roar is heard everywhere. All the bhutas in the sky and above, sky and the space and the ocean are terrified. What is going to happen now? At that time, the ocean is getting extended. The ocean is moving forward for a yojana. Rama, who is there sitting on the banks of the ocean, he is not even moving. Let the ocean come to me. He is just sitting there, observing it. At that time, from the middle of the sea, rises up the ocean's lord. He comes with his wives Ganga and Sindhu, Saraswati. All the rivers are the ocean's god's wives. And he is decked with so many ornaments. And he has so many beautiful flowers grown in different places. And he's having Kaustuba in the middle of his chest with all that pomp and show. And he's showing himself to Rama now. But as soon as he comes to the point right away. He says, "Oh Saumya, oh charming one." So only when we get beaten, they understand Rama is a Priyadarshana, Rama is a charming one. Vali, where he got bet, when he was like fallen down by Rama, he says, Priyadarshana. Here he is saying, "Oh charming one, oh Saumya." The 5 elements of the nature, the sun, the wind, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Varuna, and Prithvi. All these 5 elements cannot give up their nature. My nature is to protect the aquatic animal, so I have to be deep. I have to be a flow. I have to be deep. I have to be inclusive. Devatas have to be inclusive. They don't have any choice of doing or not doing the seva. They have to do the seva. So that is our nature. We have to be in our nature. So I cannot make this place to be stambichified. I cannot make this to be solidified, but I also include what you wanted to do. So let me help you in a way. You can probably build a bridge over me. I will hold on to the bridge. That is one thing I can do. And another thing is, when these Vanaras are constructing the bridge and traveling through the bridge, I will make sure that no aquatic beast harm them. In this way, I can help you. And there is Nala, who is the son of Vishwakarma, the great architect. Probably he will help you out in planning and making the bridge to go ahead and go to the Lanka, saying that Varuna is humbled. At that time, Rama says, "What about this Astra? Ramastra won't be wasted. So what about this Astra? It has been evoked. What to do?" And then at that time, the ocean god says, "There is a place called Drumakulya, which is as glorious as you, Rama. And there are a lot of robbers over there. I cannot hold the touch of those sinners on my waters. So please charge this missile there." When he was requesting, Rama charged that missile. That missile comes and falls on the Drumakulya, which is also called Marukantara. When that missile falls, a huge chasm is happening. And from the netherworlds, the water is bubbling up and filling this chasm. And the water is swirling like anything, and it looks like another ocean there. And in that moment, the missile which had fallen has got disintegrated, and then all the waters over there are boiled up, and the entire place is burnt. Nothing can grow there for a long period of time. This is the nuclear fusion, they says, right? That atomic power of Brahmastra. When that happens, after that, Rama blesses that place with his Ramasya Varadanacha. Rama blesses that place to have the flora and fauna grown again, animals and lesser diseases, and good fragrant filled flowers and fruits and everything is again bestowed upon that Marukantara. After that, Rama is now ready. Samudra Raja got his leave and went away. And then Rama looks at Nala, and Nala says, the first thing Nala says to Rama is, "Dandam is right. Only Dandam makes the work to be done. You have done a great job. Bravo, bravo." And he's enjoying. He's already cheered up. Nala is cheered up, and he says, "My father, Vishwakarma, had blessed my mother and told you will get a son equal to me in all respects, so I can definitely build. But until Samudra Raja said, I am not able to recollect it. We don't talk about our own merits, so I don't recollect it. Now that they have said, I am ready, I can do this bridge for you. And along with Rama's guidance, now Nala is constructing, and all the Vanaras there are building, all bringing up lots of trees. Sala, Tamala, Ashwakarna, Kannikara, Chuta, Nipa, so many varieties of trees over there are all brought up by Vanaras. Huge, huge mountains, boulders, big rocks, because the rocks will be the base. On the base, all these trees, all the logs will be kept, and with the reeds they will be, tied. So all those things are brought upon, and slowly, when the rocks are put on the ocean's water is climbing up. The ocean's water is rising up like a huge mountain. There was so much tumultuous noises over there. The place is like happening place. All the Vanaras are so happy. Then and there, they are also exploring their martial arts, fighting, practicing, and bringing all those things. And there are few Vanaras with the strings. They are making sure the rocks which are put on the ocean should not disintegrate and go here and there. So with the two strings, they are holding it, and they are taking Nool Pidithe Kundu Akkarai Adaindana Ram Ram Ram. So having the strings, they are taking the rocks into the place, and then with the help of, with the guidance of Rama, hundreds and thousands of Vanaras are building the reeds with the kusha grasses. They are making the ropes to tie those logs. So like this, they started it, and the first day they have finished how many yojanas, they finished? The magical number of Ramayana. 14, yeah, they built 14 yojanas of the bridge. The second day they have built 20 yojanas of the bridge. See, slowly they are gradually graduating. And the third day they are building 21 yojanas. Fourth day they are building 22 yojanas. And the fifth day they are finishing up with the remaining 23 yojanas. Like this, 100 yojanas of the bridge is built upon the ocean, which is 10 yojanas in the breadth, 100 yojanas in the depth. Such a huge bridge they have built. And all the Vanaras are ready to march with Rama. At that time, Sugriva comes and asks, you can probably, climb upon, you can get upon Hanuman, and Lakshmana can get upon Angada. We can just go in a whisk of a wand. And Rama doesn't accept it, because this bridge is Ram Setu also. For Rama, all these people have constructed it. So Rama started walking with all of them. Rama being the middle, and Sugriva, Lakshmana, Jambavan, everybody around him. Angada going in the front with Neela, Sharaba, and Gandhamadanas are in the side planks. And there are some other Gajan, Gavaksh, and Gavayan are in the back front. A huge army of Vanaras are marching. Some of them are building the bridge and reach the other side of the ocean. Some of them are jumping into the ocean and swimming and coming. No beast can do anything. So they are swimming through the ocean. Some of them are flying up in the sky. I am like Hanuman. So some of them are flying up, leaping up in the sky. And some of them are walking. And somewhere behind there are huge traffic jam. Nobody can move. Some places nobody can move. Some places people have marching. That tens of crores of Vanara army have moved and reached the southern shore. At that time, the rishis, the siddhas, the devatas anointed Rama with the waters of the Samudra, requesting him to protect this world which is surrounded by the waters. Jayasva Shatrunu Naradeva Medini. After their request, slowly the army is coming, getting settled. When Rama sees them settled, and after reaching this place, Rama is hugging Lakshmana. At that time, Rama is finding some omens around, some not so good omens, because there is a huge war which is going to happen. He says, Lakshmana, a huge war, a huge destruction is going to happen. In this war, rikshas, vanaras, rakshasas will be lost. So many lives will be lost. I could sense the air. I could smell the air with the blood and losses. We can see that sun is surrounded by a red and a black halo. Inside the sun, we can see the dark stain, and there are wolves and jackals and vultures coming around this area, howling towards that battlefield, howling towards Lanka, and there are showers of red waters from the sky. The air is blowing like a huge cyclonic wind. So I can sense all these things. There's going to be a huge destruction. After saying all these things, Rama is looking up at Lanka, And then he feels, here is where my lady is lying on the ground, waiting for me with her own tapasya. Lakshman, when will I get her back? It's very soon, right? So thinking like that. So then and there, how Rama is doing Sandhya Vandana, when and where the time comes, he does Sandhya Vandana. And though he's so busy, then and there his heart melts for that soul which is waiting for him inside that Lanka. And he also says, if at all Sita knows we are here, how happy she will be like, right? Like Lakshmana, right now? He is also talking about such a kind of soft, innocent, melodious sides of Rama. So Rama is telling all those things, and the army has come. And now he says, okay, what? Let the arrow go. Which arrow? Shuka. He has to go and bring people here. So let him go. When Rama says this, Shuka is released, and Shuka comes to Ravana. And Ravana, upon seeing his own person, he is mocking at him. At the state in which the state of disparity he had come back. Seeing it, Ravana should feel bad for him. Instead, Ravana is ridiculing him. Oh, you have got into the hands of that Aneka Chittas, those Vanaras, who can do anything. You got a good feast, Sammati Adi Vanginiya, Abdin Kekana Ravana. Adike Vanani Oriju Podan Solirkano. But Shuka was like patient enough to explain him about Rama's army, and then he said, better give back Sita or be ready for war. Saying that, Shuka gets, Shuka gets the Vidai Petrakran. Shuka is going away from Ravana, and then Ravana now thinks, okay, now that army is here, I have to confirm few things, brings few spies. And when he says there are this Shuka and Sarana, another Shuka, this Shuka and Sarana are coming, maybe they are going in the form of birds. So they are, it is like their code name. Shuka is a code name, Sarana is a code name. So another Shardula will be coming. So these are probably the code name of their spy group. I'm just guessing. So the Shuka and Sarana are going back, going to Rama's army. He says, go find who are all the primary leaders, who are all the ministers to whom Rama is listening, what are all their powers, what are all their strengths, what is the number, the amount of people have come, amount of Vanaras had come, from where they came, all those things, you get all the details, okay? Find everything and come. Saying that, he had sent Shuka and Sarana. Shuka and Sarana comes into this army, and as soon as they entered the army, they got caught by Vibhishana. Vibhishana immediately understands their guise as, they came in the guise of Vanaras, but nothing, escapes the sharp eyes of Vibhishana. They got caught immediately, and he takes him to Rama. When they go to Rama, Rama is asking, why have you come? Our king asked us, they thought, as soon as they saw Rama, they thought, okay, it's the end of our life. And already Ravana has given a work. What work he gave? He said, like, go count the army and come. Probably Ravana would have told us, go count the amount of speck of dust on the shore. That could have been an easier job. But we couldn't have counted this Vanaras, the huge Vanara armies. The army is coming. Some had already put the tents. Some are walking in still. Some are flying and coming. Some are practicing the Yuddha. Some are preparing the meals. Some are enjoying the martial arts. Some are still haven't yet started from there. Some have come and met Sugriva and other Vanaras and started forming the strategies. Some are practicing the weapons. Some are already looking at Ravana's place with the knitted eyebrows. There is, I don't think there could be a count in our language to find how many people are there. How can we even count these people like that? They were having the chakkar. At that time, they were chakkar, they have been got by Vibhishana. And Vibhishana got him and brought him to Rama. And then on the way itself, they also got some feast. Dharma adila dharmama vaanginde vandu sera. After seeing Rama, they felt apada. One way they felt this is the end of their life, and another way, seeing Rama for all those beatings, they felt so good. It's so good to, போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ப்ராப்பரான ஒரு தர்ஷனத்தோட போறோம்னு நினைச்சிட்டாலோ என்னவோ. But Rama is a different way of strategies. Ramam aklishtakaarinam. Rama is aklishtakari. Without complicating any deals, he deals. So he looks at them and then he say, have you seen everything, Appa? What to see, where to start, where to finish, where to count, what to count. We don't know what to do. Don't at all worry. I will make arrangements. They will take you to every army front and they will introduce you everybody. Take your own time. Have you got your iPad and everything to, write it down, notes and all? Okay. So you take everything and go back and tell your king. But tell your king that his call had come. His mrityu had come to his gates. With which kith and kin support he came and abducted my wife. Ask him to come out with all those covered his kith and kin, and my wrath will be released as my arrows to finish him up. And that tomorrow you will see the destruction of this Lanka with all its towers and forts. Go tell him that. Saying that, he is sending his messengers back to him as Rama's messengers. So they came back and then they started like, oh my God, we thought this is the end of the day. Now we understand what Maricha said. Probably he said 2 times I already escaped. So Rama gives chances. We have to use it. So he had given a chance for them also now. With Rama's Karuna, we have been released. And so we wanted to do our part, and they said, you know Raja, King, what is happening there? We will first give a headlines, news headlines. The news headline is, there are 4 mammoth in red like persons there. These 4 Lokapalas, universal warlords. And those 4 people are enough to finish us. The first one is the auspicious son of Dasharatha, Sri Rama. The second is the one who is more dearer than his own life to Rama. That is his brother Lakshmana. And the third one is your brother Vibhishana. And the fourth one is the lord of all these Vanaras and Rikshas, Sugriva. These 4 people are enough. Not this huge amount of Vanara Sena and Riksha Sena which had come with them. Only these 4. What to speak about these 4 peoples? We think not even these 4 peoples. Just that single Rama single-handedly can smash all our resources and can burn out everything. So that is what we understood. This is the news headlines. Then Ravana says, okay, come up to the top. Let us go to the top of the mansions, and then we will, from the top of the towers, we will have an overall view, and you can deliberately explain me and on the ranks of the Vanaras and who reports to whom, what is their power, what are their strengths, all those things you can tell me. Saying that Ravana takes them up to the sky, until the sky. Innum konja naalla Ramar anupuvar. So they go up and then they started telling about everybody. Do you see my king? There. Where? There. You asked about the prime person, right? He is the prime person. Commander-in-chief. He commands all the commanders. Who commands the entire army? And that is the Nila. And this Nila is looking at our own place with roar. And his roar is echoed. His roar is reflected. His roar is again reverberated by his own thousands and hundreds and thousands and lakhs of Vanaras behind him. And he is the commander-in-chief of Rama's army, Nila. And nearby Nila, do you see a Veera? And this Veera is doing his Padahastasana. He is bending forward and he is wobbly. He is a young bubbling energy. He is bending forward, catching hold of his toes, and he is jumping and he is rising up, and with his knitted eyebrows, he is looking at Lanka. Probably he is looking at you. He is doing the Ahwana for you. Come to the war. He is crying, come to the war. I'll see you there in the Yuddha field. And that Veera is none other than the grandson of the Grand Indra. He is Vali Atmaja of Vali, son of Vali, Angada. Nearby that Angada, you can see the Jambavan, the one who is old, but he respects the elderly people, who guides the youngsters, and who is the Shatru, who is aggressive towards his. Jambavan is a Karadi, right? He is aggressive towards his foes. And that Jambavan is standing there. He is like a well-wisher and a counselor of many things in Sugriva's army. Such a powerful minister of Sugriva. He is having a huge rickshaw army behind him. He is challenging us for the war. And after that Jambavan, you can see that Kesari. He is residing in the Meru Parvata. He is the sun, like the sun from the Meru Parvata. This person has come from the Meru Parvata, and his son is the one who had lighted up our country. Hanuman, and that Kesari is having so many Veeras behind him, and he is charging us, he is challenging us for the Yuddha. And after him, do you see that person? He is like a silver flow. Such a flow he has. Shweta is his name. And he goes and talks something. See, he goes into the Sugriva's tent. We know the tent, that Sugriva's tent. He goes into the tent, talks to Sugriva something, and he's coming back. And he has huge army behind him to command. And there you can see that is Dhumra, the brother of Jambavan, had come for the war. There you can see Panasa. He is having the power of his, power of the teeth and the nails. And they are all lashing their tails. The sound is echoing all through the forest of Lanka. And they are ready for the Yuddha. Like that they have been showing each and every one. And then finally they come to a person called Hanuman. They say, my king, we don't need to introduce you. For the next few generations, already the lessons have been prepared. All the scriptures, all the places of Lanka will be talking about his glory. And such a Vanara is Hanuman. He is a son of wind god. As soon as he was born, he had flew towards 30,000 yojanas. The reason is, he saw the sun, he was hungry, he thought it is something, an eatable fruit. So he went towards that, but he couldn't. Before he reaches it, the Devatas and the Indra Devata had hit him with his Vajra, and so his Tadai, his Hanu, this place, chin got broken. So he got the name Hanuman. And that Hanuman is ready to wage war against us. And you see that person? There could be so many mountains, but no mountain can mount against Himalayas. And like that, there could be so many brave warriors. And for all the warriors, there are lords. And for all those lords of warriors, there is a lord of lords. And that is the Sugriva. And the Sugriva, the Suryaputra, is ready to wage war against you for the wife of his lord, Rama. When they were all telling about it, from a tent, a huge tumulation is hearing. From a tent, on the outskirts of the tent, few leaders are standing, and a Veera, a great warrior of warriors, is coming out of the tent with his bow in his hand. And see there are conches blown, there are drums beaten, and there are everybody looking at him. The moment he comes out, everybody with their clasped hands prostrate to that Lord. And he is the Atirata, Maharata of Ikshvaku dynasty. He is the one who knows the Brahmastra very well. He can tear upon the space and sky with his shafts. He is like Lord of Death himself. He is like Lord of Time himself. With his valor, he matches none other than the brave Indra, whose wife you have abducted. Your Shatru aa gaya hai. And he had given way to the Lord of Death for the Kara, Dushana and Trishira and Kabanda and Virada. They were all lost their life when they came upon the path of the Rama. So that Rama has come here, and see to his right side, that is his right hand, his Lakshmana. His Lakshmana is, his life itself is moving outside. And no Shatru who had come on the path of the Lakshmana's arrows have gone back safely. Even if it could be Indra, he will face the same thing. That was the Lakshmana to you. And to his left side, you can see the king. What king? Who? Your brother. King of where? King of which kingdom? Your kingdom only. Rama has given your kingdom to him. And now that Vibhishana, who was disappointed and insulted by us, is standing as the important arm of that army. When he was telling all those things, Ravana also got some kind of fright. And then he was filling it up with Shesham Kopena Puren. He gets angry and he's shouting. Only if the king asks for things like these things you have to sell. You've been blabbering about my enemy. I'm not at all going to give back Sita. What do you think of me? I am going to put all my arrows. My arrows are going to go like a bees towards the flowers. How honeybees goes towards the flowers, that's like that. Towards Rama's chest, all my arrows are going to go. You will see my wrath soon. Even if it is Devatas who come against me, I'm not going to give back Sita. He says all such things and he dismisses them. And, they work for him. They say, Jaya, Vijay, Baba, and then they have gone. That's the prayer. The starting and ending prayer, sometimes we say without even thinking, like, not us, some people. So like that they also said Jaya Vijay Baba, and then they left. It's a formality. They finished a formality. Then he calls a Shardula and asks him, go and find out who's Amsha, whose son, and what are Rama's schedule, when is he waking up, how is he sleeping, all those personal details of Rama and all the personal details of all the Vanaras, rickshaws over there. Again Shardula came. This time, last time they caught and got to Rama, right? This time they gave enough amount of beatings, because once they go to Rama, they cannot beat more. Probably that's why they bet, and then they themselves have taken him around. And because when Rama says you have to take him around with all some respects, instead they themselves took him around, shown everything, then they brought him to Rama. Probably last time, with Rama's words, they went respectfully, they have to show. இப்படி ஒவ்வொருத்தனா வந்துட்டு போகிறதுக்கு இது என்ன ஏதாவது மியூசியமா, ஆடிட்டோரியம், ஏதாவது ஷோஸ் நடக்கிறதா இங்கே? ஸோ இந்த தடவை நன்னாவே கொடுத்து எல்லாம் முடிச்சுட்டு அவனை இழுத்துட்டு போய் ஒன்றையாக காமிச்சிட்டு கொண்டு போய் ராமர்கிட்ட நிறுத்தினா, that Shardula was like shivering. And Rama said, yeah, you have seen everything, right? Yeah, go back and tell your king about whatever you have seen here. My message is the same thing. And then he comes back and he tells about all the people's preferences, their occupation, their their amshas. He says, Suryaputra, you are seeing the Suryaputra as the lord of all these honoras, that is Sugriva. And Gadgata's putra is that Jambavan, and there is another putra of Gadgata is Dhumra. You see there, Dadimukha, he is the son of the god Soma. Probably that is why later on in Madhuvana, Dadimukha is taking care. He is the son of god Soma. And there you can see 5 Vanaras, Gajan, Gavakshan, Gavayan, Sharaban, Gandhamadhan, and these are sons of the sun, S-O-N of S-U-N. And you can see the wind god's son Hanuman there. You can see the Agni god, the fire god's son Nila there. And there you can see the great architect Vishwakarma's son Nala, Setu Rayam Nalaha. He is the reason for the Setu, the bridge upon the sea. The bridge on the sea was built by him with the guidance of Rama. And you are seeing Dasharathi, the son of Dasharatha. All these people are here to charge against us. Having said all those things, they say, we feel it's better to give back Sita. He said, I didn't ask about such kind of suggestions from you. You are dismissed. I could have killed you guys for all such words. You are describing how you were happily, loftily explaining my enemy. But for all your services so far, I am discharging. I am just simply discharging you all. Go away. Saying all these things. Ravana is very confused how to win the war. He is baffled. He was confused. He was in anger. When bad people start their akrama, the first who are going to get hit are innocents. So he wants to, put all his anger, he wants to show all those things to the Sita Devi, who is an innocent soul. He wants to succumb her with his cheap, dirty tricks. So he called Vidyutjihva, and he says, Vidyutjihva, bring, through your magical sorcery, bring a head of, just like Rama's head, and a bow and arrow, and follow me to Ashokavana. So he goes to Ashokavana and he tells to Sita, the Sita over there is, her head is bent. She is pale. She is crying. She doesn't deserve all these miseries, but she is there as a tapaswini. He's crying and she's trembling. To that Sita he goes and he says, hey Sita, your arrogance will be smashed today. Your ego will be broken today. You would have probably become the lord of all the Rakshasis over here, but because of your sheer ego and sheer trust on Rama, you have lost everything. But still it is not late for you. See, you can see the head of your husband, which I have got from the Yuddhakala. When Rama's army were sleeping, my commander-in-chief Prahasta marched and he beheaded Rama. He brought Rama's head. Lakshmana was driven away. Sugriva was killed. Hanuman's Hanu was broken and Hanuman was fallen on the Yuddhakala. And there was this, my brother Vibhishana, he was caught and arrested. And Panasa was broken like a Panasa tree. Dhumra was smashed down. Whatever names he had got, he is telling all those names. Probably he got all those things to make this report to Sita, probably. So he was telling all those names of all the Vanaras and whatever was his wishful thinking, what he wanted to do to them. Probably he is explaining all those things as a epical story to Sita Devi. Hearing all those things, seeing the head of Rama, the head which is like Rama's head, she was broken down and she starts crying. crying, Kaikeyi, your wish has been fulfilled. Why did you exile my Nath like this? Oh my dear, you have crossed the ocean, but you have fallen into a small puddle. You are a great strategist. You know the political strategy so very well. And you are an alertful person. Even if you had fallen, I am sure it's destiny. Why did you leave me and left? I have been widowed by you. How can you leave me and lie on the ground? The Prithvi is more dearer to you than me. Oh, what will happen to Kausalya Mata when she hears from Lakshmana that you have fallen, I have been caught? She will probably die. Why did we all meet with such a kind of destiny? And she also requests Ravana, please kill me too. And unite my body also with Rama's body in the pyre. I wanted to go travel furthermore with my own Lord. Like that, she started crying, just like a female horse falling on the ground and crying. This lady is rolling on the ground and crying. At that time, a few soldiers came inside and he said, oh my Lord, why are you standing here? You have asked to bring all the ministers for the war-related discussions, and they have all come. They said some for urgent discussions you have called, and so they are all here. The Prahasta is waiting outside the grove. Everybody is ready. Everything is ready. Why are you standing here? Then upon hearing it, we had already called them up. So he had left the Ashoka grove. The moment he goes, the magical head and the bow also vanishes. But Sita does not know what to do. She was crying, she was baffled, she was confused, she was distressed. Even to see such a thing and to hear such a thing, at that time there was a very, 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 very consoling, beautiful friend of Sita living there. Her name is Sarama. Sarama has been her long-time friend. She says, Sita, because of your beautiful, virtuous character, you have become my Devi. Become a Lord, become a divine, representation in my heart. Trijata says later, these people are same. So I am just borrowing the same words of Trijata here. And she says, my dear fawn-eyed Sita, why are you crying, Amma? I have been hearing everything that cheap Ravana was telling so far. I have become invisible. I was staying here. Nobody was supposed to be around. But because of her affection towards Sita, she risked and she hidden there and she was listening everything Ravana was doing to her so that she can undo those things. Whatever he did, she has to undo those things. So she was staying there and listened to everything, and she says, those were all cheap, dirty tricks of Ravana. Nobody can kill your Lord. You know what? I went and saw. I saw the army. I saw your Lord. I saw Lakshmana. Such a huge army, such a powerful persons. What a roar coming from there. Hearing that roar, none in the Lanka is sleeping. From the time they all landed in the southern shore, nobody is sleeping here. Everybody is going and meeting their physicians, the doctors. That is what the condition here. Can you hear the drum beats? Can you hear the steeds, the charging steeds, the sound of the horses, sound of the infantry? When the war was over, why there are war cries and there are preparation for war? You can hear all the halchal, right, Sita? So whatever Ravana came and told you were all a lie. It's a green lie. You don't even follow it. He is trying to cheat on you. He is trying to cheat you. He is trying all his ways to, make you succumb, or at least come he want to hurt you. So he is telling all those things. You don't listen to such kind of things, Amma. This is not the time of tears of fear or tears of misery. This is the time of tears of joy. Ashruni anandajani vartayishyasi shobhane samagamya parishvajya tasyorasi mahorasa rasaha. Your Lord will be here. He's already at the gates of Lanka as Kalan of Lanka. In few moments, he will kill them all. He will march towards you, Amma. He will hold you in his hands and he will lift you out of this misery and keep you on his lap. Agatasya giramasya क्षिप्रं अंकगतां सतीं अहं द्रक्ष्यामि सिद्धार्थां त्वां शत्रुविनिपातिते. He will pat on your back, he will hold you on his lap, and you will hug his broad chest, and they are friends. The friends can touch the marmic spots of our hearts. So she is giving a deep counseling, making Sita to remember all this Madhura Bhavana with Rama, which will detoxify all the toxins Ravana has showered on her, all the poison he had showered on her. And she says, Rama will come and you will hold on to his shoulders, resting your head on his shoulders. Ashuni Ananda Janitvam, all those tears of bliss you will shed, and you will hug him and he will hold you on his lap. I am going to see you with the fruit of your penance. Siddhartham Tvam, having killed all his enemies, he will spend his own unique happy times with you again. Achiran mokshyate site devite jaganam gatam dhrutam yetam bahun masan venim ramo mahabalaha. It's not just that he will lift you out of the misery, he will always ever keep you with him. He will loosen your hairs, which were in a single plait all along in a form of tapasya, which weren't kept well all these days. He will loosen these straight, he will loosen these hairs and give a gentle massage. He will, wipe away all your complexities, all your unhappiness, all your distresses. He will release you out of all such kind of bandhanas by releasing the plait of your hairs. That is how your life is going to be again, Amma. When she is saying such words, it was like a clouds of rain, the rain clouds showering the rain waters on a parched land, on a dry land. This is how she has been keeping up Sita all these days. And now she can happily, fair and square, she can say such things. All along she was telling Rama won't give up on you. Rama will be here soon. For all your penance, you will reach your Lord. Such kind of words she has been telling from her own heart. And now there is a drishtanta. Rama has been at the gates of Lanka. So she says, do you want me to go and see Rama for your sake? And get some details for you? Or if you want to ask me to do something else, I can do it. Don't worry. I won't be caught. I'm like Garuda or the wind. I'm matchless even to them. They can't match me, That's how friends usually talk. Hey, I can do all such things. You don't worry. Such a kind of talks will make us also to be competitive, cheerful. So such a friend is Sarama. So she says, hey, don't worry about me. Even Garuda or wind can match. The boy you can't match my gait. I can go at such a speed and come back. And Sita says, okay, I got you. But you know what? I think instead of going to Rama, why don't you go to Ravana if you can? Because I have a feeling why Sita would have told us, if she goes to Rama, if Rama is safe and sound now, again if the plan is executed tomorrow, what happens? So she cannot sleep peacefully. Instead, if she knows what Ravana is doing, then she can be at peace. Is he really preparing himself for such an akraman, for such an assault? Maybe that is why she wants to know this Paksha. She says, like how a drunkard threatens others, this Ravana always threatens me. I am so worried. Why don't you go and find out what Ravana is doing? And so she says, yeah, I can do it. Whatever you want, I can do it. For you, I can do it. Sita, don't worry. She goes, she sees, she comes back and she tells Sita Devi, you know what, Sita? hey, come, first sit. Sita gets up and gives her a space. Sit. I want to hear everything fully. Tell me what is happening there. And then she says, Ravana's ministers, elderly ministers, his mother, everybody is asking him to give you back. They have been telling him, Kara can be vanished. Can all the Janasthana can be extinguished like that? Can somebody build a bridge on the sea? Even Rama's armies, one soldier can come and destroy all those things. Crossing the ocean means, think about the power of that Rama. Why are you not mending your ways? Like that they have been requesting, asking him again, but that guy is not at all listening, and his days are counted, I think. Now it's all counted to probably days or hours or minutes. He is in the Dwara of Mrityu, so he is not ready to listen to them. Only by killing him, your Lord can take you away, and that is going to definitely happen. Don't worry, Sita Devi. Don't worry, Amma. Like how we shall pray to the God of life, the sun god, who is pervading with his rays, which are like horses. The horses galloping around the mountains. The mountain like adjuncts, or spread around it. The horses of vitals spread and reaches the sun. Like that, let our prayers reach him, and let's pray for the unification of you and Rama very soon, and that's going to happen very soon. Okay, my lady, keep up your calmness, keep up your posture. Everything will be fine for you. When Sarama says such a Santva words, Sita Devi is pacified, calmed, and she is settled for now. With this, we will settle for today, and we will furthermore go with Malivan's counseling and Yuddha strategies. Everything is going to happen furthermore, which we will see in the next Satsanga. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki. Anna eda sonnala? சரி, நம்ம பஜனை ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். அண்ணா வந்துடுவா. அமுது தோய்ந்த புன்னகை மிக்கோன் எடுத்து. அமுது தோய்ந்த புன்னகை மிக்கோன் ராகவனும் கார்மேக கரிய செம்மலா. அமுது தோ பஜனை கரிய செம்மலாம் சர்வாங்கி தனு சுனிலா. सुनीला सर्वांगी तनु सुनीला. कस्तूरी तिलकम கொண்டு ராகவனும் வீரம் திலகம் கொண்டு ராகவனும் வீரவகை சூடி நின்றாராம். ராகவனும் வீரவகை சூடி நின்றாராம். மிருகநாபீம் ரேகிலாட்டிலா ராகவ मस्तकीं सुमनमाला. मस्तकीं सुमनमाला. வைஜயந்தி நெஞ்சில் புரளவே ராகவனும் வைஜயந்தி நெஞ்சில் புரளவே வீரகண்டை தாளில் கொண்டு சாஜி
அழகனைத்தும் திரட்டி வைத்தவர் ராகவனும் கோதண்ட அவனும் தாசருள்ளம் கொள்ளை கொண்டார் தாசருள்ளம் கொள்ளை கொண்டார் பார்வதே பதே பார்வதி பதே சங்கர சதா சிவா
शम्भो शङ्कर सदा शिवा
अम्बुजनयना नारायणा
अम्बुजनयना नारायणा
शम्भो शङ्कर नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा कैलासवासा सदा शिवा वैकुण्ठवासा नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा गौरी समेदा सदा शिवा हर ओम सदा शिवा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा पन्नगभूषणा सदा शिवा पन्नगशयना नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा शम्भो शङ्कर सदा शिवा अम्बुजनयना नारायणा शम्भो शङ्कर सदा शिवा अम्बुजनयना नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हरि ओम नारायणा हर ओम सदा शिवा हर ओम सदाशिवा हर ओम सदाशिवा हरि ओम नारायणा हरि ओम नारायणा नारायणा
गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् कद्रुद्राय प्रचेदसे मेल्हुष्टामाय तव्यासे भोजे मशन्तामं हृदे यथा नो अदितिः करत्पश्वे नृभ्यो यथा गवे यथा तोकाय रुद्रियम् यथा नो मित्रो वरुणो यथा रुद्रश्चिकेतति यथा विश्वे सजोषासः गातपातिं मेधपातिं रुद्रञ्जला च भेषजम् तच्छंयो सुम्नमीमहे यः शुक्र इव सूर्यो हिरण्यमिव रोचते श्रेष्ठो देवानां वसुः षण्णः करत्यर्वते सुखं मेष्ये नृभ्यो नारिभ्यो गवे अस्मे सोमष्टिजमधिनिधेहि च तस्य नृणां महेष्ट्रवस्तु विनृम्णम् मानः सोम परिबाधो मारातजो जुहुरन्त आन इन्दो वाजे भज यास्ते प्रजा अमृतस्य परस्मिन् धामनृतस्य मूर्धानाभा सोमवेन आभूषन्ति सोमवेदः रुद्राय तवसे एकपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रपदामहे मतीः यथा जमदद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्नानातुरं ऋणानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छन्तजोश्च मनोराजे दे पिता तदस्यामदव रुद्रप्रणीतिषु अस्याम ते तु मतिन्देव यज्ञजाक्षजद्वीरस्य तव रुद्रमीड्वः सुम्नायन्निद्विजो अस्माकमाचरारिष्टवीराजुहवामते हविः वेदं भजं रुद्रै यज्ञदादं बङ्कुं कविमवते निक्पयामहे आरे अस्मद्देव्यं हेळो अस्य तुतुमतिमिद्वजमस्यावृणीमहे दिवो वराहमरुजङ्कपर्दिनं तेजं रूपन्नमता निक्पयामहे हस्ते बिभ्रद्वे जजावार्याणि जर्मवर्मच्छर्दिरत्मव्यय्यं तत् इदं पित्रे मरुतामुच्यते वजस्पादोस्पादीयो रुद्राय वर्धनम् रास्वाचनो अमृतवर्तभोजनन्त्मने तोकाय धनायाय मृळ मानो वधान्तमुदमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षं तमुदमान उक्षितं मानो वदे पितरं मोदमातरं मानः प्रियास्वो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्थो केतनाय मान आयौ मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो हविष्मं तत्सदमित्वा हवामहे उपते स्तोमान् पशुपा इवाकारं रास्वा पितर्मरुतां तुं नमस्मे भद्राहिते तुमतिर्मृळजत्तमाधा वयमव इत्ते वृणीमहे हारेते गोग्नमुरपोरुजग्नं क्षयद्वीरसं नमस्मे ते अस्तु नो अधीच ब्रूहि देवाधाचनः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः अवोचामनमो अस्मा अवश्यवशृणोतु नो हवं रुद्रो मरुत्पान् तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामदितिः सिन्धुः पृथिवी उदद्योः पितर्मरुतां सुम्नमे तु मानः सूर्यस्य तन्द्रजो युजोताः अभिनो वीरो अर्वातिक्षमेत प्रजाये महिरुद्र प्रजाभिः पादत्ते वीरुद्रजन्ता मे विश्यतं हिमा अजीजबे चजेभिः या अस्मद्वेजो युजरं यम्होऽव्यमीवाष्टातजत्वा विशोचीः श्रेष्ठो जातत्या रुद्रस्य जातितवस्तामस्तवसां वज्रबाहो पर्षेण पारमं नादस्वस्ति विश्वा अभीतिरपातो युजोधि मात्वा रुद्रचक्रुधा मानमो बिर्मा दुष्टो देवृजभमातहोति नो वीरान् अर्पयवे जजेभिर्भिषक्तामन्त्वा विचजां शृणोमि हवा तेजो हविर्भिरवस्तो मे वीरुत्रन्दीशीय नरस्तु हवो मानो अस्ये बभृस्तु चिप्रो रीरधन्मनाजैः उन्माममन्दवृजभो मरुत्पान् पक्षीजसा वजातानादमानं गृणीवच्छायामरपा अचीजाविवातेजं रुद्रस्य सुम्नं वा अस्य ते रुद्रमृळया कुर्हस्तो यो अस्ति बेजजो जलाशः अपभर्तारपतो दैव्यत्या वेणुमावृजपदक्षमीताः भवे वृजभाजद्विजीते महो महीं तुष्टुतिमे रजामि नमस्याकल्मलेकिनन्नमो बिर्गृणीमदित्पेजं रुद्रस्य नाम स्थिरे विरङ्गे पुरुरूप उग्रो बभ्रुशुक्रे विपिजैरण्यैः ईशानादस्य भुवनस्य भूरेर्नवा ऊजोजद्रुद्रादसुर्जम् अर्हन् बिभर्षिसाय कानि धन्वार्हन् निष्कैयजतं विश्वरूपम् अर्हन् निदन्दायते विश्वमभन्नवा ओजीजो रुद्रत्पदस्ति तुहि श्रुतङ्गर्तदयुवानं मृगन्न भीममोपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृळाचारित्रे रुद्रस्तवानोऽन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवापन्तु सेनाः कुमारश्चित्पितरं वन्दमानं प्रतीनानाम रुद्रोपजन्तं भूरेर्दातारं तत्पातिं गृणीचेस्तु तस्मं वेजदारात्यस्मे यावो बेजजामारुतश्चुचे निजाचन्तामावृचनो यामयो भो यानि मनुरवृणीता पिता नस्ता चञ्चजोश्च रुद्रस्यावश्मि परेणो हेते रुद्रस्य वृद्ध्या परित्तेजस्य धर्मतिर्महीगात् अवस्थिरा मघवद्यस्तनुष्वमीष्वत्तोकायतनायाय मृळ एवा बप्रो वृजपते किता न यथा देवनीशेन हंसि हवनशृण्णो रुद्रे हवोदि बृहद्वादेम विदते तु वीराः सोमा रुद्राधारये तामसुर्या अम्प्रवामिष्टयो रामष्णुवन्तो दमे दमे सप्तरत्निर्दधानाजन्नो भूतन्ति पते चञ्चतुष्पदे सोमा रुद्रा विवृहतं विजोचे ममे वाजानो गजामा विवेश आरे बाधेतान्निरृतिं पदाते रत्ने भद्रादोष्टवतानि सन्तो महापुत्रायुवमेतान्यस्मे विश्वादत्तानि भद्राणि भेषजानि दत्तम् अवत्यतं मुञ्चते यन्नो अस्ति तनोजो भद्रं कृतमेनो अस्मत् नयोदो तिक्महे देदुजेवो सोमा रुद्रा विहतं रेडतन्नः प्रणो मुञ्चतं वरुणस्य पाशात् गोपायतन्नस्तु मनत्यमाना इमा रुद्राय स्थिरदं वने गिराः क्षिप्रे च वेदेवाय स्पधाप्ने अशाल्लायतः मानाय वेदसे
योधाय भरता
शृणोतो नः सहिक्षये नक्षं यत्यजन्मानः साम्राज्येन दिव्यत्यचेताति अवन्नवन्तिरुपनो दुरच्चरणमेवो रुद्रजातो नो भव याते दिद्युदव दृष्टा दिवस्परिक्ष्मजाचरा देताव्रेणक्तुनः सहस्रं ते स्वपिवातपे जजामानस्तोके जुतनाये जुरीरिचः मानो अवधिरुद्रमापरादा
माते
भूमप्रतीतो हेळितस्य आनो भज बर्हिजे जीवशं ते योजं पातस्पत्तिभिस्तदा नः आपोजं वप्रथमं देवयन्तः हरिः ॐ
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
नमस्ते
रुद्रमन्यव उतो दईशवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुददे नमः या दईषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवाशरव्या यादवदया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्रशिवा धनुरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवासन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रदां कुरु माहि गुंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मकुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीकिश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वैशाखुं हेडईमहे वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुतहार्यः उदैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयादिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे असो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्त्नियोर्ज्यां याश्च ते हस्तैषवः परादा भगवो वप अवदत्यधनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव वेद्यं धनुः कवर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गसिः या देहेर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नाददाय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुददे नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः असो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिन् कृषिमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हे जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय सूताय ददाविने क्षेत्राणां पदये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनान् पदये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपदये वृक्षाणां पदये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पदये नमो नमो भुवन्तये यौषधीनां पदये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्नी पदये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पदये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिनः व्याधिनीनां पदये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिने स्तेनानां पदये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पदये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पदये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिसरायारण्यानां पदये नमो नमः सृगाविभ्यो जिघागुं सद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पदये नमो नमो चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पदये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिधराय कुलुञ्चानां पदये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आदन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो स्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः व्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तिभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रिभ्यः संग्रहीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृभ्यो धन्वकृभ्यश्च वो नमो मृगयुभ्यः स्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः सर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय शिबिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहदे च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्ध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ध्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सौभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च अवसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय च आशुराय च नमः शूराय च अवभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुचिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च अनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूत प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने चेषु धीमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूत्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च शन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय च वट्याय च वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्र्याय च दप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो स्तब्जाय च वास्तुपाय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ता नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कै च नमः शिवाय च शिवधराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कोल्याय च नमः पार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आधार्याय च दाद्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च भेन्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः ईरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हरदय्याय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसभ्याय च रजस्याय च शुष्क्याय च हरिद्याय च नमो लोप्याय च लप्याय च नमः ऊर्ध्याय च सूर्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो बगुर चाभिघ्नते च नमः आख्यदते च प्रख्यदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो वीक्षिभ्यो नमो विजिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यो द्रावे अन्धसस्पदे दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां मा रोमो येषां किञ्चन ममते या ते रुद्रशिवा धनो शिवा विश्वाः भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरं मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोश्चमनुराय चे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुदमानो अर्भगं मान उक्षन्तमुदमान उक्षितं मानोऽवधीः पितरं मोदमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उदपूरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधितदेव ब्रूह्यथा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतं कर्तसदयुवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रं मृडा चरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मिन्निव बन्धु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरामगमभ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकाय तनयाय मृडय मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरितविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निव पन्तुताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराजीनामुखाकृतिः सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यत्नवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाश्चितिकण्ठाः सर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाश्चितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्मिन्धरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पदां पथिरक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृगावन्तो निषङ्गिनः ये तावन्तस्तभूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वस्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते यन् विस्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजं भेदधामि सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सुय ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु मुष्टुर्यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वामहे सौमनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः अयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वान् वयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः केनान्नेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति वर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः द्युम्नैर्वाजभिरागतम् वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसिद्धिश्च मे धीतिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे शुभश्च मे प्राणश्च मे बाणश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तञ्च मे आधीतं च मे वाक्च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रञ्च मे दक्षश्च मे ओजश्च मे सहश्च मे आयुश्च मे जरा च मे आत्मा च मे धनुश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मे अंगानि च मे स्थानि च मे परोगुंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्येष्ठ्यं च मे आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मे भश्च मे जयम महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे भस्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे द्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यत् च मे सुखं च मे सुभदं च मे ऋद्धं च मे ऋद्धिश्च मे क्लप्तं च मे क्लप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भक्तं श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे यात्रं च मे सोश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे क्षीरं च मे लयश्च मे ऋतं च मे मृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ऊर्ज मे सूनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रं च मे औद्भिद्यं च मे रयिश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे भूर्णं च मे भूर्णधरं च मे क्षितिश्च भूयवाश्च मेऽन्नं च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे भाषाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे अस्मा च मे मृत्तिका च मे गिरयश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे जिगताश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यं च मे यश्च मे सीतं च मे द्रवश्च मे श्यामं च मे मेऽग्निश्च मे आपश्च मे विरुधश्च मे औषधयश्च मे कृष्णभज्यं च मे कृष्णभज्यं च मे ग्राम्याश्च मे पशव आरण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पन्त वित्तं च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतं च मे भूतिश्च मे वसु च मे वसतिश्च कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे अर्थश्च मे एमश्च मे इदिश्च मे गतिश्च मे
अग्निश्च महेन्द्रश्च मे
सोमश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे सविता च महीन्द्रश्च मे सरस्वती च महीन्द्रश्च मे भूषा च महीन्द्रश्च मे बृहस्पतिश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे मित्रश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे वरुणश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे त्वष्टा च महीन्द्रश्च मे धाता च महीन्द्रश्च मे विष्णुश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे श्विनौ च मरुतश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे विश्वे च मे देवा इन्द्रश्च मे पृथिवी च महीन्द्रश्च मे अन्तरिक्षं च महीन्द्रश्च मे द्यौश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे दिशश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे मूर्धा च महीन्द्रश्च मे प्रजापतिश्च महीन्द्रश्च मे गुंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मे दाद्यश्च मे अधिपतिश्च म उभागुंशुश्च मे अन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्र मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुदुग्रहाश्च मे दिग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुद्दीयाश्च माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च पौष्णश्च मे वाग्नीवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे बर्हिश्च मे वेदिश्च मे रिष्णियाश्च मे श्रुतश्च मे तमसाश्च मे ग्रावाणश्च मे स्वरवश्च म उपरवाश्च मे धिषवणे च मे द्रोणकलशश्च मे वायव्यानि च मे भूतभृच्च म आदवनीयश्च म आग्निन्द्रं च मे हविद्धानं च मे गृहाश्च मे सदश्च मे पुरोडाशाश्च मे भजताश्च मे वभृतश्च मे स्वगाकारश्च मे अग्निश्च मे घर्मश्च मेऽर्कश्च मे सूर्यश्च मे प्राणश्च मे स्वमेधश्च मे पृथिवी च मे दिदिश्च मे दिदिश्च मे द्यौश्च मे शक्वरीरङ्गुलज्योतिषश्च मे यज्ञेन कल्पन्तामृक् च मे साम च मे स्तोमश्च मे यजुश्च मे दीक्षा च मे तपश्च मे ऋतुश्च मे व्रतं च मे होरात्रयो वृष्ट्या बृहद्रथन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेताम् गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे त्र्यविश्च मे त्र्यवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौ पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावी च मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च तुर्यवाच्च मे दुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवाच्च मे पष्ठौही च म शुभश्च मे वेहश्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताम् प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् अपानो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् ध्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताम् श्रोत्रै यज्ञेन कल्पताम् मनो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् वाक् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पताम् यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् एका च मे तिस्रश्च मे पञ्च च मे सप्त च मे नव च मे एकादश च मे त्रयोदश च मे पञ्चदश च मे सप्तदश च मे नवदश च मे एकविंशतिश्च त्रयोविंशतिश्च मे पञ्चविंशतिश्च मे सप्तविंशतिश्च नवविंशतिश्च मे एकत्रिंशच्च मे त्रयस्त्रिंशच्च मे चतस्रश्च मे अष्टौ च द्वादश च मे षोडश च मे विंशतिश्च मे चतुर्विंशतिश्च मे अष्टाविंशतिश्च द्वात्रिंशच्च मे षट्त्रिंशच्च मे चत्वारिंशच्च चतुश्चत्वारिंशच्च मे अष्टाचत्वारिंशच्च वाजश्च प्रसवश्चाभिजश्च क्रतुश्च शुभश्च मूर्धा च व्यस्नियश्चान्त्यायनश्चान्त्यश्च भुवनश्च भुवनश्चाधिपतिश्च मनुर्यज्ञनिर्बृहस्पतिरुक्ता मदानि शगुंसि षद्विश्वे सूक्तवाच पृथिवीमा धर्मामाहि गुंसेर्मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्य मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवा अवन्तु सोमायै पितरो नुमदन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
आवो राजा नामध्वरस्य रुद्रां हो तारां स तेजाहं रोदसी योः अग्निं पुरातनै नो रचितात् हिरण्यरूपाहमवसाहै कार्णोद्वाहं तद्वोः वा गाया सुताई साचा पुरुहुता
यसात्वानाय संयत हा औहोय गावाय नाशाउहोवा ये किने तद्वगाया सुताई सचाह पुरोहोताः हा हो या सत्वानाय संयद्गावे न सौ हौ हुवा वा कायिनो हाय तद्वगाय सुते सचाहाये पुरुहोताय सत्वनाय संयद्गावे ऐ हो आयि नाशा कायिना तद्वगाय सुते सचाहाये पुरुहोताय सत्वने पुरुहोता या सत्वानाय संयत गौवा ओवा नाशा कायिनो हाय तद्वगाय सुते सचाहाये पुरुहोताय सत्वनाय संयद्गावे ऐ हो आयि नाशा कायिना उहोवा हाउ 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 आद्यदोहम 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 मूर्धानन्दाय वाह अरतिं पृथिव्याः वैश्वानरां ऋत जातमग्निं कविं सम्राजाहमति चिञ्जनानाम् आसन्नः पात्राहञ्जन यन्त देवाः हौ 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 आद्यदोहम आद्यदोहम आद्यदोहावु ये आद्यदोहम ये आद्यदोहम ये आद्यदोहाम हौ 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 ह्युं छिदोहम 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 मूर्धानन्दाय वाह अरतिं पृथिव्याः वैश्वानरां ऋत जातमग्निं कविं सम्राजाहमति चिञ्जनानाम् आसन्नः पात्राञ्जन यन्त देवाः हौ 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 हिं छिदोहम छिदोहम छिदोहाउ वाह ई हौ 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 च्योहम 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 मूर्धानन्दाय वाह अरतिं पृथिव्याः वैश्वानरां ऋत जातमग्निं कविं सम्राजाहमति चिञ्जनानाम् आसन्नः पात्राहञ्जन यन्त देवाः हौ 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 च्योऽहं च्योऽहं च्योऽहौ वाह ये ऋतम् अधिपताय मित्रपताय क्षत्रपताय स्वपताय धनपताय नामः मन्युना वृत्रः सूर्ये न स्वराड्यज्ञेन मघवा दक्षिणा सिप्रिया तनुरा विषन्धाधार वृषभस्त्वष्टा वृत्रेण शचीपातिरन्ये नागयः पृथिव्याश्रनीकोऽग्निना विश्वम्भूतमभ्यभवो वायुना विश्वा प्रजा अभ्यपवथा वषट्कारेण धाभाक् सोमेण सोमापासमित्या परमेष्ठी ये देवाः विविशदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः ये देवाः अन्तरिक्षसदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः ये देवाः पृथिवीषदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः ये देवाः अप्सुषदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः ये देवाः दिक्षु सदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः ये देवाः आशासदः स्तुतेभ्यो वो देवादेवेभ्यो नमः अवध्यामि वधन्वनो विते मन्युन्नयामसि मृडता नैह अस्मभ्यम् इडाः भायैदं विश्वं भूतं योः आवो वा नामः अधिपताय मित्रपताय क्षत्रपताय स्वपताय धनपताय नामः नम उत्ततिभ्यस्तोत्तन्वा नेभ्यस्त नमो निसंज्ञेभ्यस्तो पविहितिभ्यस्त नमोऽस्यद्भ्यस्त प्रतिदधानेभ्यस्त नमः प्रविद्यद्भ्यस्त प्रव्यादिभ्यस्त नमः सरद्भ्यस्त सारिभ्यस्त नमः श्री तेभ्यस्त श्रायिभ्यस्त नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यस्तोपातिष्ठद्भ्यस्त नमो याते च वियते च नमः पाथे च विपथाय च अवज्यामि वधन्वनो विते अन्युन्नयामसि मृडता अस्मभ्यम् इडाः भायैदं विश्वं भूतं योः आहु वा नामः अधिपताय मित्रपताय क्षत्रपताय स्वपताय धनपताय नामः नमोन्नाय नमोन्न पतये एकाक्षाय च अपन्नादाय नमो नमः रुद्राय तीरसदे नमस्थिराय स्थिरधन्वने नमः प्रतिपदाय च पठरिणे च नमस्त्र्यम्बकाय च वर्धिने च नमः आश्रयेभ्यश्च प्रत्याश्रयेभ्यश्च नमः क्रव्येभ्यश्च विरिम्भेभ्यश्च नमः संवृते च विवृते च अवध्यामिव धन्वनो विते नन्युन्नयामसि मृडतान्नैः अस्मभ्यम् इडाभा यैदं विश्वं भूतं यो आउ वा नामः ओम आवो राजा तद्वो वर्ग आद्यदोहानि देवव्रतानि च एषा रौद्री नाम संहिता एतां प्रयुञ्जं रुद्रं प्रीणाति ओम
சாமி சொல்ல பயங்கர எனர்ஜி வருது. சாமி சொன்னால் பதிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிடும் நினைக்கிறேன். பயங்கர எனர்ஜி எஃபர்ட் போடுவாங்க. எங்கே சொல்லலாம் அப்படியே சங்கீதையாக சொல்லுங்க.
நமோ இரண்டு பாவையிலிருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்.
नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये निशान्तपतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय विजीवते पदीनां पतये नमो नमो बब्लुष्णाय विव्याधिने
पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो भवस्य हेद्दि जगदां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्ष पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षा पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधि पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते भक्ति पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिनः व्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिने स्तेनां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचरवे परिचरायारण्य पतये नमो नमः श्रीकाविभ्यो जिघागुं सद्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो नक्तञ्चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णी गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमभ्यो दिभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वाने जः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजभ्यश्च वो नमो नम स्यभ्यो विद्यभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठभ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो स्वपदिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः व्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो व्रातेभ्यो गणेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्याक्षुल्लेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रिभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृभ्यो धन्वकृभ्यश्च वो नमः मृगयुभ्यः स्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यः स्वपदिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः सर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च श्रीकण्ठाय च नमः युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिजाय च शिविविष्टाय च नमो शेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्ध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ध्याय च वस्वन्याय नमः स्रोतस्याय च दीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यगल्भाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सौभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमः याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वरीय च कल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च अवसान्याय च नमो य च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिष्ठाय च नमः आशुसेनाय च आशुरथाय नमः शूराय च वभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुधि च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च भ्याय च अनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने च श्रुतिने नमस्तीक्ष्णे च वेतायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधा सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय नमः काव्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युद्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च दप्याय च वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधम् हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमः सम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थाय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आदाय लाद्याय च नमः शस्प्याय च व्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किकुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्तल्भ्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गक्वरेष्ठाय च नमो क्रदीयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसत्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च लोप्याय च लप्याय च नमः ऊर्ध्याय च सूर्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च वर्णशद्याय च नमो बगुरमाणाय च प्रख्यदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्के नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः
सदा तवेदसा सरिष्णुदो माम कृभाय तासो चीश तेषां पावमानो आजीजानात् जीवस्तित्रां ततन्यतो ज्योतिर्वैश्वा नारायणो बृहत् हाउ 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 आहमन्नम् 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 आहमन्नादो हमन्नादो हमन्नादो हम्बिधारायो हम्बिधारायो हम्बिधारायः हाउ 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 यद्वर्चो हिरण्य स्या यद्वावर्चो गवामो ता सत्यस्य ब्रह्मणो वचा तेन मा ससृजाम साई हाउ 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 आहमन्नम् 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 आहमन्नादो हमन्नादो हमन्नादो हम्बिधारायो हम्बिधारायो हम्बिधारायः हाउ 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 वा ए आहमन्नम् आहमन्नादो हम्बिधारायः ए आहमन्नम् आहमन्नादो हम्बिधारायः ए आहमन्नम् आहमन्नादो हम्बिधारायः ए आहं स्वर्ज्योतिः राजादेवो तं बृहत् राजादेवर्तं बृहत् हर्षा माहित्रा शवरुणा धाः माणा हिन्वानृतो वाहो बृहो हरि हरित इन्द्रश्मश्रूणि उतो ते हरिताउहा तन्तस्तुवन्तिकाः वायाः परुषा सोवनाः गावः ऋष्यास इन्द्र भुङ्गिते मघ भुङ्गिते भुङ्गिति प्राभुङ्गिति इन्द्रस्तुतर्भूताः पावित्रन्ते वितातं ब्रह्मणस्पतेः हुवे हुवे होवाः हाय प्राभुर्गात्राणि परिये आह हुवे हुवे होवाः हाय अथ तदनोर्न तदामो अस्तु ते हुवे हुवे होवाः हाय श्रुता साइद्वहन्तः सन्तदा सत हुवे हुवे होवाः आहा औहो वा अर्को देवानां परमेवियो मान ओम
ದೀಕ್ಷಿತರ ಕೃತಿ ಮೈಕ್ ಯಾವ ಹೋದು ನಾವು ಓರಮ್ಮ யார் யாரெல்லாம் கூட போடுறாலும் தனியாக அக்கௌண்ட் இருக்கோ அப்புறம் வாங்கிக்கலாம் எல்லாரும் வாங்கிக்கலாம்
श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरो वन्दे श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरो वन्दे चिदिम्बौलीला विग्रहौ ममाभीष्टसिद्धये श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दे चिदिन्बौलीलाविग्रहौ ममाभीष्टसिद्धये श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दे आपादमस्तक अलङ्कारौ आधिमध्यान्त रहिताकारौ आपाद मस्तक अलङ्कारौ आधिमध्यान्त रहिता आकारौ सोपानमार्ग मुख्य आधारौ सुखप्रदौ गन्धर साधारौ लोपामुद्रे अर्चित चरणौ लोभमोदादिवारण करणौ पाप पाह पंडित तार गुरु गुह करणौ भयहरणौ भवतरणौ श्री पार्वती लोपामुद्रे अर्चित चरणौ लोभमोदादिवारण करणौ पाप पाह पंडित तार गुरु गुह करणौ भयहरणौ भवतरणौ श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दे चिदिन्बौलीलाविग्रहौ ममाभीष्टसिद्धये श्री पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वन्दे
மாமாவுடைய ஆரம்பிக்கணும்.
बोलो नाता उमापते
नाथा उमापते
शंभो शंकर पशुपते
शंभो शंकर पशुपते
बोलो नाथा उमापते
बोलो नाथा उमापते
शंभो शंकर पशुपते
शंभो शंकर पशुपते
नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा
नागभूषणा
चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा
चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा
नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा
नंदिवाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा
गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहर गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा
गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहर गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा
जय भोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते
बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर
कैलासवासा कनक सबेशा कैलासवासा कैलासवासा कनकसपेशा चिदम्बरेशा विश्वेशा भं बं 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 डमरुनाथा बं 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 डमरुनाथा बं 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते कैलासवासा कनकसपेशा चिदम्बरेशा विश्वेशा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहरा गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते कैलासवासा कनकसपेशा चिदम्बरेशा विश्वेशा बं 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा बं 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जडाधरा नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहरा गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहर गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाता उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा भम बम 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा बम 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाता उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नाता उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा बम 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा बम 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा जय बोलो नाथा उमापते जय बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर सदा शिवा बोलो नाथा उमापते बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय भोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय भोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहरा गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा बोलो नाथा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा कैलास वासा कनक सबेशा चिदंबरेशा विश्वेशा बम 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 डमरुनाथा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा डमरुनादा पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते जय बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते शंभो शंकर पशुपते बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते बोलो नादा उमापते बोलो नादा उमापते बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा चंद्रशेखरा जटाधरा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहरा गंगाधारा गौरी मनोहरा गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा गिरिजा कांता सदा शिवा जय बोलो नादा उमापते शंभो शंकर पशुपते 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 शंभो शंकर पशुपते
सैया मोरी छोड़ो ना भैया अवध सैया मोरी छोड़ो ना भैया सिया के सैया मोरी छोड़ो ना भैया सीता राम जय सीता राम जय सिया जो राम सीता राम
सीताराम जय सीताराम जय सिया जो राम मन पुहर को सलेदन मणि वैर வாழ்த்தவனே தென்னிலங்கை கோன் முடிகள் மாமதில் புனை சூழ் கண்ணபுரத்தின் கருமணியே என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாலேலோ என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாலேலோ समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु यतः अभ्युदय निःश्रेयस सिद्धिः सधर्मः वेदाः प्रमाणं धर्मस्य धर्मो रक्षति रक्षितः रामो विग्रहवान् धर्मः रामोपासनेन धर्मवृद्धिः रामातवास्मि வாழ்க்கையே ராமனாகும் ராமனே வாழ்வமாகும் ராமனே வாழ்வு தன்னில் வாழ்க்கையே ராமன் தன்னில் ராமனின் ராஜ்யம்தான் தேவ சாம்ராஜ்யம் தான்.
சீதாராம். ரொம்ப அப்படி வந்துடும்